We're back. Here we are. We're going to make some mullets for our mullet dredges. We're going to rig them up. This is Tyler Beckford from Teaser Bait Company. I'm Fly Navarro. Tyler, what are we doing here?
Piece of 19 wire.
Uh-huh.
This is where I make a pin rig, but we've already made one here. This we're going to use for rigging the mullets. Just bend your wire, take a pair of Manleys.
Manly mashers.
Just do, you know, handful of twist, 5 or 6 twists.
That 19 wire isn't easy to twist,
barrel.
is it?
No. Slide your 3-ounce lead. Some people use 2-ounce lead. Some for bigger mullets will use 4 or 5-ounce leads. Make it bend everything around.
So it's kind of swinging there.
It's light, yep, swinging there, yep.
All
like
right.
Free. Make your pin. Take a pair of needle nose up in front of the lead a little bit. Just making an end that you can clip on your dredge.
And now we're ready.
And we'll cut the pin down just a little bit, not too very much.
How big do you like your pins?
Just to just enough to where it's sticking out of the nose of the mullet.
All right, and these mullets are already ready?
These mullets are wedged and deboned, shit and gilled.
Yep, that's floppy. Look at that thing.
Slide your pin rig in.
You're allowed to laugh. You do know that. This isn't a tournament. We're just showing people how to rig a mullet. Don't be so serious on me.
A piece of 70-pound floss.
Okay.
The gills. Leaving this tag, you know, not very long.
So you go behind the gill?
Behind the gill.
On both sides?
Just on one side.
Okay.
And then over top to start to close up the wedge. Over top of the head of the mullet. Behind the pin. Making sure the floss is around the pin, around the front of the pin rig.
Okay.
Pulling everything nice and tight, creating some sort of an X or a cross on the top of the head. A couple times in the center of the head.
That keeps the eyes.
Keeping everything real tight.
Okay.
Closing up the wedge a little bit more, and then I like to do a couple more again on the back side of the wedge. Pulling your tag tight. Pulling everything nice and tight. Overhand knot. And then just one more knot to finish it so everything doesn't come unraveled.
And then you snip it off.
Just cut it off. Yep.
All right. Let's do one more. Uno más, as my people would say.
Again, we'll slide the pin rig in there. The 3-ounce lead. Pop the pin rig up. Behind the gill. Leaving a little bit of a tag.
Just how long of a tag are you leaving?
Not very much. Just enough so you can tie it at the end.
Maybe about 8 inches?
Probably 8 inches.
Okay.
Around the head one time.
All right. Close the gills up?
Closing the gills up. Okay. Across the eyes. Behind the pin. Take the floss underneath around the pin.
Snugging it all together.
Pulling everything real tight around the pin, around the shaft of the pin rig, and creating an X. A couple times around the eyes, and then 2 or 3 more times here in the back, closing up the wedge of the mullet. Pulling everything nice and tight, and then one more knot to finish it. Cutting it off. And those are ready to be put on the dredge for, sometimes the eyes bulge out, sometimes we'll pop them out. Sometimes they won't. They're fresh mullets, they will.
All right. So we got 2 of them ready, and on a dredge, sometimes you're running 12, 24, 36 of them.
Yep.
All right, so there you go, swimming mullets. Make it look like a nice school of fish.
Yes, sir.
There we have it. All right, guys, thanks for joining us here in the Fly Zone.